Everything yet nothing. Where country hill. Everything yet nothing. Where country hillbilly meets real topics with a fresh perspective. Join T. Roy Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central.
Oh, black screen or there. Hello, welcome to T-Roy, Everything Yet Nothing. Tonight we have a special guest with us, and it is
I'm Corey
McLean, and he is going to let us know and tell us a little bit about what he is going through in his life right now at this moment in time, which is he's going through transition. And I'm proud to say that I love him to death because I've known him forever, and he's just awesome as shit. So, when did you start your transition?
I am 1 week as of Tuesday on testosterone. So, physical appearances I started sooner than that, but actual hormone therapy I started last Tuesday.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So how long does that usually take?
What do you mean?
For things to kick in, your voice changing,
That all depends on your genetics. So based on when your voice drops into the male tone, when your hair grows, facial hair, body hair, it's all based on your genetics and how long it takes for it to work.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
How old was you whenever you first knew that there was something different?
Oh, I was really young. I was around the preteen, so
yeah,
it was pretty. It was just it's just a phase, tomboy phase,
right?
And no, it never changed. So, yeah, it was hard.
Yeah,
because back then it was so hard to be able to, get the resources and stuff like that to know what's going on.
Where'd you live at then?
Oh, I was in Lordy. Where was I? I was in Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, that's a long time to think back.
Yeah, that's been
It's forever.
Yeah, but it's changed though.
It has.
It's changing.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Woohoo! We want that change to come for us.
It's
for sure.
It's the new norm now.
I know, right? Totally.
So, it's amazing.
I love it. Whoop whoop. So totally awesome. So are you excited?
I am very excited. I know I was originally supposed to start T on the 3rd, and I literally cried because I had to reschedule, and I was like, oh my gosh. I had to wait another whole 2 or 3 more weeks to even do that. So
yeah. So how do you start it? Is it shots?
It's shots. So they give you a certain amount of a shot in the shot that you're supposed to do. And the testosterone. I do mine every 2 weeks. So since I started on a Tuesday, I do it every other Tuesday. So I'll skip this Tuesday, and then next Tuesday will be my shot day. And I do it myself. You can do it yourself, or you can go up there every Tuesday.
Wow, you're strong because, girl, I'll be fucking passing my ass out. I'll be like...
So they gave me 2 different needles. Okay, and I'm sitting here thinking, okay, one needle is literally this long, and the other one's shorter. And you have to have the bigger gauged ones because the testosterone is thick. So it's a thick syrup kind of a thing.
Oh,
so
wow.
you have to have the high 22 gauges or whatever.
Yes. That's even worse. Kind of makes me.
So with mine, I have to have the longer needle to draw it, and then I'll switch needles to inject it.
Oh, nice.
To the shorter one.
Yeah.
It all has to go in sleep.
Yeah. Ooh.
I don't look.
Yeah, you don't.
I didn't have to do the first one thing. So.
Yeah. Are you nervous about any of it?
Any of like what the changes?
Yeah, the
No.
changes.
No.
Are you looking forward
I'm
to?
looking forward to it. Like as soon as I start noticing things differently, I will start probably getting like more and more excited every time too. So,
yeah.
Like some people, they do their voice changes like week by week or whatever. So I've already done one for Tuesday. I'll probably do the whole like this is my voice like such and such on T or whatever. And so yeah, every week I'll probably just play it back to that. But once it's like you're like a year into it, depending, some people already like facial hair and like full grown. So I'm looking forward to my 1 year mark.
Oh, I bet.
It's like a second birthday.
Right?
Yeah.
Being reborn.
Yeah.
Freaking A, totally. I think everybody needs to be reborn every once in a while and, change things up and better whatever we need to better. And, so has your life been easy with the whole...
I have been more happier. That's for sure.
Since you've
my anxiety
started being
levels dropped. Oh yeah. My anxiety's dropped. My depression's dropped. Well, because like we were having problems like trying to figure out like what medications would work for me, because I was trying different medications for depression, different medications for anxiety. It wasn't like the one that they had put me on. And so
I hate that.
They were like, well, once you start taking hormone therapy, then your depression and anxiety from, having the dysmorphia and stuff like that should be a little bit more easier. And it has definitely so. Because I know now that I am on the road to where
success, baby.
Yes.
Success.
All the way.
I can't wait to be at that party.
I
know. I'm gonna totally love every bit of it. Like it's gonna be so awesome.
At the party. Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, totally. Birthday.
I forget who I called. I don't know who I called, and that's like, I said, oh no, it was Jen and Taylor. So our, Taylor program them. Jen and Taylor, I told them, and I was like, we need to have a Pinocchio party. They're like, we're gonna throw you a Pinocchio party. We haven't had a party because
what's a Pinocchio party, girl?
There is this long story. Okay, so when I called them, I was like, I'm gonna be a real boy, and they just laughed like whenever I said that because I called them as soon as I found out that I was gonna be able to take tea, and I got excited, so I called them, and they're like, we're gonna have to throw you a Pinocchio party now.
Yeah,
since you're gonna be a real boy. Yeah, so and it's just been a joke. So I mean,
maybe it'll happen. Maybe we'll do it on here.
Maybe.
Never know.
Yeah, have a live party. That would be freaking awesome.
Party on baby. Hi, everybody. We have some questions and some comments. Melissa Dawn. Hey, girl. Love you, sis. Hey, guys. Love you both. So proud. Thank you very much. TJ Random says, hello.
Oh, my voice has changed.
And Tracy, TJ Random says, Corey, your voice has changed. And I was getting ready to say it myself because, yeah.
Has it? Like, since?
It has.
Oh, man, I'm so excited.
Like, yeah, you're getting deeper. And TJ Random says, Corey, how have you been treated by other people?
Treated, like, before transitioning or after? Because, I mean, that's kind of...
We can start before.
Before. So, treated before... it was, I don't know how I was kind of treated before. At first, it was like people were thinking that I was just doing it for the attention or that I'm doing this for the wrong reasons or afterwards, like after seeing, I guess, how happier I am now and how I can be myself, they've not really kind of like bugged me or whatever. So, I mean, it's been, oh, she said after. Okay, yeah. After has definitely been a lot better. It's new for other people, like close family members.
Yeah.
It's definitely new for them. So it's going to take time for, them to like understand, oh, okay, so, Mom gets, like, I get a kick out of what Mom does because I went to the bar the other day with Mom. Mom's like, this is my kid. This is my kid. And I was like, oh. She was my daughter, but she's in transition. And I was like, All right.
It's something to be proud of. Shit, why not?
It is something to be proud of.
It really is.
I mean,
it's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful thing. We need to be who we are and who we feel like we are, and not worry about other people and what their comments
it would make it a
will
whole
be,
lot easier.
Or, like if they would just mind their own business and stay the hell out of our private life and shit.
Right.
Like really,
well, they don't know like what we
business,
go
shit.
through though.
Yeah,
like on a daily
we go
basis.
through hell. Like I was just saying the other day, not to get off subject
you're
for
good.
a second, but I'll come back to that. But I was just saying the other day that it's like, so like, oh shit. Don't you hate it whenever you have something on your mind and then you
you
totally forgot about it?
Oh, man.
Anyways.
Do we need to go back to talking what we were talking about?
We'll talk about it.
Well, no, I'm talking about to like to click your brain through, to make sure you.
Yeah, what did I say?
I don't freaking know.
Oh, I remember.
Say you didn't even need my help.
Yeah, there you go. So we were going to talk about. I'll think of it in a minute. Your afterwards of everything, how people was treating you.
Oh, up afterwards, how everything was. Like, I
How
thought I
you
just
were
explained
treated.
that.
Like all of it.
Like, what more do you like? Yeah, well, I was.
So no,
people were confused.
Yeah,
they were confused, and they didn't understand. Like you can explain something to people like as many times as you want to.
Right.
And you can't change how they see it. Okay.
Right.
Like I could tell you that this table's blue. You're not gonna believe it. I mean, I know it's blue. It's not blue, but just saying. Like it's.
Yeah.
You can't change, and that's one of the things too. Like, so I didn't expect everyone to right off the bat. I didn't expect them to use the correct pronouns because it's new for them. Mm. So if they slipped and said she or her or used my dead name or whatever, I didn't attack them about it, because they're learning,
right.
the new ways. So I was a bit more patient with that. Like,
well, good. Yeah,
so,
that's awesome.
But if I acknowledge it and be like, hey, okay, this is if I correct you one time,
right.
but then you continue to do it, then I'm gonna have an issue.
Right.
So that's
totally.
And some people just do that. And I guess that could be like what she's talking about, like how people treat you.
Yeah.
Like some people will do it on purpose, just to get like spite out of it, I guess.
Yeah. We have more questions from.
More.
See. After. TJ Random says, when we first met, you thought you might be bi. So now are you. You are?
No.
No?
No.
No bi.
No, baby.
And then. Kevin Von Shirley says, was it hard to find a doctor around here to help with your transition?
Oh, no. Because, I had Calvin.
Yeah.
I went through Calvin.
He's pretty cool, too.
Yes, he is. I asked him, I was like, where did you go? He's like, you got to go to Jordan Valley. And I went to Jordan. And let me tell you, for the first month, I had been trying for like a whole month to figure out, where am I supposed to go? Because the doctor that was there that he seen is no longer there. So I had to go to Jordan Valley. I had to talk to this therapist lady, which I called her my bridge counselor, because that's basically all that she did. She just basically was a bridge to get you from point A to point B to where you need to be.
Right.
So after seeing her for like a couple of weeks, she told me to go to see the doctor that I'm seeing now, which I finally found her. At the time, they weren't accepting new patients. Luckily, like at the time that I was looking for her, she is accepting it. So I got lucky with finding her. And then like another month later, like I finally got to begin like the hormone therapy. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just like ask like people who are already going through it. And if I didn't know Calvin, I don't know I wouldn't have known where to start. Right. So I thank Calvin for that, because kind of
Yeah.
Like, Calvin helped me out with that big time.
Totally. And totally, if you know somebody that is going through this and you have a question, don't be afraid to ask them, because maybe they're going to be the same and want to explain it to you and help you, guide you down that path and road.
Yes, Calvin is an amazing person.
Yeah. Was COVID an issue with them taking new patients?
I don't think COVID was. I think they just have so many, because they don't just do hormone therapy there. They also do, like, the Planned Parenthood and stuff like that too. So she does all kinds of treatments and procedures or whatever there.
Right.
So I still haven't found like a therapist yet, because they're limited on so at Jordan Valley they have therapists there, and one of my struggles with finding a therapist there was there's no LGBTQ friendly, like they don't know much about it, so they don't want to stick me with someone who has no clue what I'm going through.
Right.
So I just haven't seen a therapist yet, but it's fine. Hopefully in a few months.
Totally. I feel the same way. Like,
yeah,
I would want them to be kind of like me in certain ways, and have a idea. And
that one.
Yeah. So you're going to be a guy.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you attracted to? Women or men?
Women. Yeah. I've not really been attracted to men. Like, sad story. Who? You were right. I don't know what I was talking about.
You were talking about your...
Oh, okay. So, no. I have had... Yes, there's some... I'm reading these comments and then...
TJ Brown says, there are LGBTQ group in Springfield. Yes, there is. There's quite a few up there, actually. I think there's 2 or 3 in Springfield. And there's
a lot more. I mean, there might be. Like,
there's probably a lot more now.
And you can look online and find all kinds of people. There's TikTok groups. There's Discord groups.
Yeah, and there's places in Branson now. You just got to ask.
Yeah.
And, I also looked it up on, wasn't it Google?
Like the community?
Yeah. Gay communities in Branson and LGBTQ in Branson or Springfield or, and that usually pops up all that good stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Ted. You heard your husband. He's laughing his butt off.
We have a party. Like, there's a whole bunch of people here. All kinds of animals.
So yes, we're gonna also have 2 other guests on this show, and that is going to be his sister, mom, and brother. Brother's in Texas, and mom's going to be here with us, and they're going to let us know, and we're going to also talk about how he has been accepted into the transitioning of transition.
Oh, that one already did that one, didn't I? I just could explain it. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Why?
Because that's a common thing.
Oh,
common misconception.
Okay. So, going back to the question. So you're going to be a guy. So what are you... I cannot even repeat. So what are you attracted to, women or men? I am attracted to women. I have had my curiosities of guys. I've only been with like 4 guys ever. The first one, I was 18 before I ever did anything with a guy. And that was Bentley's dad. So yes, I have 3 kids, biologically pre-transition. Did not know. With the fact of dating guys, I guess like I used it as a cover. I did. I used it as a cover because I didn't want to be seen. Like, I chose my family
Right.
over, my own happiness and stuff. So I was afraid that, okay, so if they see me dating a girl, well, what are they going to think of me? Are they going to disown me? Because back then you got disowned.
Mm-hmm.
You no longer were a part of the family. And I remember being 11, or actually now I was in 4th grade. And I was raised with my aunt and uncle and my cousins. I was with them from the very big, since I was 4. And I remember in 4th grade, people always coming up to me. Hey, is your cousin gay? I don't know. Go ask him. I seen how they treated him. He was bullied.
Yeah.
Because he was gay. He didn't know he was gay. We didn't even know what that was yet.
Right.
But seeing him get bullied all the time, by his own brother, because he was everybody's bigger on our side of the family. We've got some hefty people. So he grew the man breast. His own brother would even pick on him. And I'm sitting here I'm struggling right now on the inside.
Yeah, totally.
How do I even come out to these? What if I get this?
That doesn't help us or anybody come out.
It does not at all.
In anything.
And I remember it got really bad with him. So I remember there was times where, he was in the bathroom and I'm sitting on the outside of the bathroom crying because, it's hard. It's just, it's a tough story to talk about because, you see, someone who can't just, be their self because, they're getting picked on. And so, I used, guys as a cover, just so that way I didn't have to worry about that ever happening to me.
Yeah.
And then, once talking to the other boys' dad, and he knew from the beginning. I talked to him from the get-go. He knew, I've always known this. I'm okay, well, hey, I'm glad He's very supportive of it, which you would think the biological father of your kid being supportive of you wanting to transition. You would think most people were no, I don't want my kids to, see that or go through that. But he's very supportive of that.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah. So it has been.
That's really beautiful. I love that because, I think everybody needs to be like that, Let's be there for each other.
Hey, speaking of Calvin.
Hey, Mr. Calvin. We were just talking about your ass.
He heard his name.
How you doing, handsome?
Do you think, Melissa said, do you think guys are bullied over females? I think that guys are bullied more over females when it comes to their sexuality. I think so. Because I think at first it seems kind of more normal, I guess, for a female to, for a female to like a female than it was for a guy to like another guy. And so they didn't really, I don't think they really, could look past that.
Yeah.
So I think guys were probably more bullied than, females for sure. So I do think that's that's my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, was you bullied a lot more than you think than?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I mean, look at me, baby. I'm beautiful. Bitches didn't like that back in my day. They put me through all kinds of crap, but,
Yeah. But
I just kept my head up. And like you, to an extent, I had to, cover that up for a period of time until I was comfortable enough to defend myself and be strong enough to come out.
This one? Uh-oh. How do you go back? Well, I've seen a good question here.
So we have more questions.
It was, did she go by TJ or did she go by Tracy?
TJ.
Okay. I didn't know. I haven't talked to her forever.
TJ Branham says, Corey, I just want to know the difference between you and myself. I'm a lesbian. Why do you want to change your gender to be with a woman?
I'm not happy being a female, liking another female. I've always struggled with the knowing that I was meant to be a boy from the beginning, So I guess in a ways, when it comes to not being able to, see yourself as the person as you are, I would say a lesbian is comfortable with their body. They love having the breasts and, their female parts and stuff like that. I do not. So I think that's a big difference. Like, I can't look into a mirror and be like, okay with it. Like, I flip out.
Yeah.
I flip out having the body changes. I flip out having monthlies. It's just like, and that kicks my anxiety in like to the max.
Right.
So,
oh yeah, totally.
For a whole year, I didn't cut my hair. I had my hair grown long. I wore a headband. And so as long as I figured if I had my hair covered, I don't have to see it, Like, I did that for like a whole year. Like, I would buy different headbands here and there. I'd lose some, go back, get another one. What? Okay, what are we?
Her question was why I was talking about the difference in gender.
Oh, okay. Are you
so that was from my husband. They're like,
okay.
They're gabbing, and he's the information man.
Yes.
He's like our secretary, or my secretary, our secretary.
I just know that, one day, like when it's all like the whole transformation is done, I will be one very happy person.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to that. So.
Totally. So has your family been accepting of everything?
They have. And I don't really like, and I would understand if they had differences and seemed like if they wasn't accepting it, because I kind of want to see, because had I not done this a long time ago, I still wouldn't have known, okay, are you accepting of it? Because I hid from it,
Right.
So I guess now is the time to, face that fear and just, get it over with. But yeah, I'm always going to be like who I am personality-wise.
Right.
That's not going to change.
No.
I may be more of an asshole now, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse as to having a misbehavior.
Right.
No.
So your family's been really accepting.
They have. Yes. Especially
shows
my brother.
You a lot of support.
Especially my brother. And that was like a big shocker. Like, okay, how is he going to explain? Like, how am I going to explain this to my brother?
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. But I remember he was here for 4th of July. And, so, your paper call. He was here for 4th of July, and I was like, talking to him about it. And so, like, yeah, it's like a brother I never had. And I was like, yeah.
Awesome. Well, with this, what we're talking about right now, I am going to bring in her brother, Eric. And he is out of Texas. Okay. So, with that said, hi, Eric. How are you?
What's up, brother from the same family?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, man. Just hanging out. Got a buddy of mine over tonight. We're jamming. He plays guitar. We need a fucking drummer, though, man. Like, I
wish I knew how to play. I would totally play with it.
Man, I bet you like a four.
Yeah, totally. So I was talking to your brother, and we was talking about, the transitioning and being accepted by you and mom and, some of the other family. And I really want to put that out there. So why are you so accepting?
I don't know, man. For me, like, I feel like life is hard enough, like, without somebody telling you that you have to be a certain way, or be a certain thing. You know what I mean? Like, I have a fucking hard enough time accepting myself.
Right.
Much less like other people accepted me, So I suffer personally myself from, social anxiety and shit, dude. And it's really fucking hard feeling accepted, man. I'm the kind of person that can walk in a room and like be surrounded by people and feel completely alone, because I don't identify. So like I get it, right? I get like, feeling uncomfortable because you're not sure about yourself. You're not comfortable in your own skin.
Right.
So for me, man, if this is something that I'm working to feel comfortable in life and be able to navigate and survive life, happy, then I'm cool with it. And I'm pretty laid back, man. Whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat.
Totally. Absolutely. It should be like that.
There we go.
Totally. I am so down, and you're an awesome person and an awesome brother for being able to do that and to show him the support that you are showing him. I just wish that there was more of that out here, of the accepting of family members that are going through the transition, and maybe this is going to help guide those people to realize, maybe we should accept it.
Maybe that's better.
And just not worry about it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome of you. When did you find out?
Yeah, I remember like back in July, her, Corey, kind of starting to tell everyone about it, and
We're gonna.
just like, yeah. So that was kind of like the first I heard of it, and I mean, I was already like pretty much accepting of it immediately when I heard it. I guess you could say I consider myself woke. Like I'm not a person who is very like I'm pretty liberal. So I've got friends that are gay, and I know people who have transitioned, and it's not a brand new thing to me. Something
That's awesome. That
pretty familiar with, man. I live in Dallas. We literally have an area that we call the neighborhood. I mean,
I've heard. I haven't been there yet, but I'm gonna make it there eventually.
Like huge parades every year, and their crosswalks are painted in rainbows.
Oh no way!
I know. He was telling me about that.
There.
Like I want to.
We're gonna be crashing in your floor.
Look, Tracy says you're gonna look like twins now. But I'm gonna be the better looking twin. Just saying, you're older, so.
Yeah, but you're never gonna be able to grow a beard like that.
Hey, you know what? Let's have a competition. We'll start with No Shave November.
There you go. Dun, dun, dun. No shave November.
No shave.
I've also got like 30 years on.
Yeah, but you gotta start over fresh like me, dude.
Yeah.
You can't get a head start on this.
That's there you go.
There. What?
There you go.
What?
That's a good one.
What are you talking about?
Him shaving too.
Oh yeah. I just said that.
Yeah. That's good.
Does it sound like that?
I don't know.
They agree.
What?
Straight RT said for sure, Corey.
Right.
I've always been good, better looking. What are you talking about?
So you said that you how long have you been? Okay, you're in Dallas, Texas. So you said that it was like a lot of LGBTQ there. Has it always been like that there?
Yes.
Yeah,
There's always been a big one.
I would say there's always kind of been that population in Dallas. I mean, as long as I can remember, I think that it's become more prevalent over the last few years. Like, I think that it seems like our city is becoming more accepting of the community. Like,
it's all right.
I mean, the city or the people who painted the crosswalks rainbow colors, in that neighborhood. It wasn't the community who did that. It was the city. So
wow.
It's kind of cool.
They should have given everybody a paintbrush and let them.
Oh, that would have been
cool.
Been
so cool.
That would have been awesome.
Like, hey, I made that.
Totally.
But yeah, so I don't know. I think there's definitely an initiative in society today of society becoming more accepting. You know, like I watched a Ritz Cracker commercial yesterday, and it's making waves on the internet right now because you know, it shows a trans couple, and
Yes.
it shows
Where have I been?
Totally. Oh my God, it's so awesome. I love it when stuff like that happens.
I don't watch TV though. I'm a binge watcher of Netflix and
it's
stuff.
putting forward the message of being inclusive, and it's putting forward the message of, you know, like, you don't have to just have your blood family. You know, you choose your family.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of been my story in life. The closest people to me aren't blood. You know, they're chosen family. You know, so I think it's good. You know, and I think it's good to know that, like, people that, you know, choose to have that lifestyle and are in that community, I think it's good to know that, like, even if, you know, you are disowned by your family, that there's going to be support for you out there and other people. You know? Like, there's
Absolutely.
tons of support for you know, people that are going through this, and like, I'm just happy that Corey's getting a good response from our family members. You know.
Oh, me too. It's awesome. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we're talking about. You know, he was talking about our cousins earlier.
Yeah.
And like, I knew Jacob was gay. Like,
yeah, everybody already knew before him.
Jacob was gay before I think Jacob knew he was gay.
Yeah, he was.
You know,
I mean, it started back in 4th grade. Like, I was.
But you know, like, it's not really my place to like say anything, and I never treated my cousin any differently. You know, I mean,
that's awesome.
My cousin, you know, but
yeah.
And he cracks me up on.
Oh, so since he has like officially came out, like, this dude is like, you could see a big difference from before going up, like watching him grow up and not, you know, I said we didn't understand or whatever, to now like being fully accepting of it. Like, he flaunts that, like, for sure, and he'll crack you up like with some random like jokes or whatever. He has no filter at all. So
that's awesome. I love it.
Yeah,
I love no filters.
That's so the whole family. What are you talking about?
No shit. That's funny. I love it. So is there anything that you would want to let your brother know that maybe you haven't let your brother know?
I don't think so. I mean, like, I've always told him, like, from the beginning that, you know, I support, you know, I think the only time I would, like, not support a choice being made by him or anyone if it was something where I see somebody else getting harmed.
Right.
I mean, and then that's when it becomes an issue, man. But, you know, I do have concerns for, like, you know, the kids, because I'm sure that's kind of weird, like, you know, seeing the transition happen. But, like, you know, I don't really know a whole lot about that dynamic or how that works or affects kids that are in that situation. But
yeah,
kids are pretty resilient, you know. They're pretty
good.
So
oh yeah,
I think they'll be all right.
Oh, me too. Totally.
Yeah. Now I'll get into more detail.
I think they know more than what we know. Yeah. You know, about acceptance and
right.
You know.
So have you talked to like Bentley and Asher and like?
Have you talked to Bentley and
yes.
Asher?
So, Bentley has known since I think Bentley's understood for 2 years now. I want to say, because I remember being in, like, we went to Texarkana to go see Pat Pap's funeral. And we were in the hotel room, and Bentley was like, he looks like a boy. Well, she looks like, because he was confused at that point. And I'm like, okay, he's starting to catch on. Like, he's starting to figure out, okay, my mom dresses like a boy. And that's like when I really had, at least, he was 7 then. So yeah, he was 7 because he's 9 now. That's when I really had to start talking to him and explaining to him, like, hey, you know, this is just who I am as a person. I'm always going to be that person that's going to be there for you, you know. But, you know, like, he's known me to have girlfriends and stuff like that. Like, he's kind of, in a way, it's like ever since he was able to understand it, like he's known that. So I guess like
That would
having
help.
it did help.
That would help.
Now he does crack jokes here and now, because I officially because after doing the whole hormone therapy thing too, I had to then sit him back down and tell him, hey, now my clothes are not going to be the only thing that's changed. You're used to the clothes part. I've had to explain to him about my body now changing. I'm like, hey, my voice is going to get deeper. I'm going to start having facial hair. I'm going to start looking appearance-wise instead of just clothing-wise. And so he's like, okay, well, you're going to be my third dad. Like, he joked about it. I was like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, you're going to be my third dad now. And I was like, okay, how does that work? And he's like, well, I have my bio dad. And then he's like, I have my brother's dad. And then, well, now that you're going to be my dad now, you're my third dad. And so I was like, okay, well, if that's what you want, that's fine, So
Yeah.
he's like, no, you're going to be my mom. And I've already told them, that to them, like, if they're not comfortable with calling me dad, that's fine. I'm not going to critique my kids. I'm not going to correct them because they're new. They'll eventually grow on, they'll eventually get, older and understand more. But, no, Bentley is probably the one that understands the most out of all of them now. Asher, he's 7 now. So he's the age of where Bentley was first, known. So Asher's autistic. So I don't think it's really clicked for him yet. Mm-hmm. So I still think that, with him being 7 and not really understanding, and seeing, he'll grow into it.
Yeah.
And then Kieran is 4. So he'll also, so the 2 younger ones will adapt into it as I progress.
Right.
Bentley was the main one that I was worried about.
Oh yeah, totally.
Bentley's the oldest. Bentley's more observant. Bentley is always asking questions.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's curious.
Especially whenever I told him that I started the T shot, because he knows what the T shot does. He's like, "Did you take your shot yet, Mom?" And I was like, "Yes, I did." Oh, okay. And he joked with me about that too. Well, I don't want you to do that. And I was like, "What do you mean?" Well, because I want another brother. And I was like, hold on a second.
Yeah, wait a minute.
I'm like, wait. So if I take this, that means you can't have a brother? He's like, yeah, I want another brother. And I was like, well, you couldn't have another brother anyways. And I was like, I mean, you can't. And it's like, so it's impossible. Because pre-T, I already fixed that correction.
Right.
And I then had to explain to him that we're just going to have to adopt. We'll adopt you, brother. He's like, okay. Well, you're good now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's times that he'll joke with me. But I mean, every day it's,
Do I need to add him again?
No. Oh, he's back. Hey.
Sorry, you told me to adjust my mic and I accidentally closed it, so I had to come back.
It's all good. I was so talking to him, and I was like, I looked over, I was like, where'd he go? You disappeared, man.
I seen him down at the bottom.
And then you reappeared. Was you nervous to talk to Bentley?
I wasn't. No. I think it was easier to talk to my own kids than it was to family members.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because for that, they love you, unconditionally.
Yeah.
They're also young too, so
right.
They don't know how to hate someone or to dislike someone because they're different. They haven't been taught that.
Exactly, yeah.
So, I think it was easier, to do that for sure, And I was like a super parent,
Oh yeah.
we did all like we could go play in the dirt, you know. We can go and do all like the the guy stuff, and
Right.
and it's fun. Like it's fun for me to be able to do that with them, and but no,
Yeah.
girls can do it too.
It was harder to come out to.
Who is it harder to come out to?
Yeah.
This one right here,
Mama.
Mom, because a lot of the things that she would say would get to me.
Yeah.
Like, when I was going by Corey, well, she would not want to call me Corey. I don't think it was out of spite. I think it was just out of confusion.
Yeah.
Like, she still got to get used to it. But
I still slip that.
she's better now than, okay, so when I first told her, that is not my name. Well, I don't care. It's the name I gave you since you've been born. So that's what I'm going to call you. It's your name on your birth certificate. I'm like, it's hard to explain to someone that those really hurt.
Yeah.
That's not what you want to hear. Because eventually I want her to be like us, be at a family function or whatever. And let's say a group of people, call me by my dead name or whatever. I want her to be able to stand up for me, and no, like that's every trans person's dream, or in general, like not just trans, like anybody in the LGBT communities to have that support where someone's going to stand up for you in your own family, and correct someone if they're wrong,
totally.
So that's something that I'm looking forward to. Like that's one of the things, but like
you're getting better.
I'm not trying to be mean, Mom. I love you, but sometimes we're hurt, and I kept telling you guys, like, like people don't really understand what we go through, like that, they're just doing this because no, I'm not doing this because of I want to, because what person wants to go and change their body just because, no, I have a legit reason as to why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm just tired of struggling. Like I'm tired of, I want to be able, I told someone that I want to be able to look into the mirror one day and finally be happy with the person that I am,
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. He gets it.
Totally.
He's not even going through like what I go through,
Yeah.
Like, no.
And you'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, for me personally, like it's just worst personal critic, Like I'm hardest on myself. So,
I thought he was going to be worse than Mom, but no, it's kind of the other way around. But she's right. I mean, I've been around for almost
You have
30 years.
30 years.
Like 30
I got 4 more months and I'll be 30 and I'm gonna cry my eyeballs out. But no, like
yeah, then you can't fuck with me for being 30 anymore.
He's basically 40.
Hey, like
Dang, you getting old,
oh
buddy.
yeah, then I can just fuck with you about being 40.
I'm at.
Well, I'm not 40. I'm not 40 yet.
I got a couple years.
Yeah. What are some of these comments though? Like I'm curious.
We have more comments
Let's
to.
see.
Hi, Randy.
He missed
And
you.
hi, Tara.
He sat there until you got back.
Okay,
love
that-
you guys.
Okay, I think
And
that's
we
it.
want to get rid of you.
So from here down, I think that's what we have.
So Texas is one of the hardest states to be LGBTQ. I am
Got you some more
we're
water.
glad that they are progressing over the years. Like I've seen a big difference even in Branson, where we are, and it's progressing slowly.
Echo.
And I feel that I've seen it more within the last 5-10 years than I ever did in my life. Progressing and changing and all that. So we're really cool. That's awesome and beautiful that they're progressing with us.
All right, what else we got?
All right. Calvin Wade Gibson, in what moment did you realize that you were transgender? Good question, Calvin.
That
Thank
is
you.
a very good question.
And 3 more.
Yes. Well, because he's going through
Yes.
he went through the same thing. So, let's see. I think after, having mixed feelings when I was younger, it was when I went to Job Corps. Remember Job Corps? Yes. I think Job Corps, when I was 16 years old, it finally hit. So I was 16 when I finally was ready to just say, okay, this is not a phase,
Right.
I remember going and being able, they gave us allowance and stuff to go to, 16 was when I officially started dressing like a boy. Yeah. I remember going to Burlington and I'd always get those pants but I went through a cowboy phase or whatever. So.
Yeah.
Wear the buttoned up,
Yeah.
shirts and stuff like that. But no, that was when I was actually able to feel more comfortable about being more hands-on with this whole transitioning thing. I just, didn't want to do anything physically yet until, I figured out what to do and say to my family and figure out how to not hide from them and be able to face them. Makes me seem like a coward, but
No.
So, but
No. Not a coward whatsoever.
No.
We do it for a reason, and that's, a lot of times it's because we fear what's to come from certain people because of how they've been raised or how they've been taught or how they're going to treat you.
I knew when I was younger because she then asked no, that was Tracy. No, T. Yeah, okay. Well, then Calvin had asked, or was it just something you always knew? I knew that I did feel different, but I didn't explore it until I was 16.
16.
Yeah, because I was told this is just the tomboy phase. You're a tomboy. You're a tomboy. You're a tomboy. So I wasn't thinking anything of it or anything like that until, like I said, when I was 16, I was actually able to explore my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Got my first girl experience. So yeah, I got more hands-on when I was 16. So.
Wow. Who was the very first person that you came out to?
The very first person I came out to was my best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had asked her a lot of questions. I didn't know who to turn to ask questions. And this is a friend that I had made in Job Corps. And it's finally having that one person that understands you.
Yeah.
It was easy just to talk to her. And so that was the first person that I had. And then I explained to her my situation, why I didn't want to fully go out. And
right.
I mean, she kind of, we would come up with what if you did this? No, no.
Right.
I literally, I was 16 years old in Job Corps, basically on my own, I didn't want to lose any support that I kind of was struggling with already. So I'm no. I got to get out of here, so.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. My phone is about to die. Were there any other questions you wanted to ask before I log off?
Is there any questions that you want to ask me?
Are you looking at me?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were looking at her. Not really that I can think of. Really, no. You got my phone number, dude.
What? You know each other? What the hell?
What?
I had no idea.
Not here.
I'm gonna carry on a conversation. I didn't even know y'all knew each other. What the hell's going on here? Mama said hi, Eric.
Yeah,
Not here.
but I do want to say thank you though for joining me on this.
Absolutely, thank you, Bob. It means a lot to both of us, especially him.
I'm glad I could do it. And you got my number too, so don't forget about me.
Oh no,
I
won't. I'll be in touch real soon.
Us here.
Yeah.
Love you.
All right, love you guys too. Bye.
Hey, look,
Bye-bye.
I found Mom.
And with us, over here.
Did you get to? Mom's so
Ta-da!
Tell
Oh,
you
look,
what.
I'm holding your chin up, Mom. This is Mom, Joanna. This is his mama. Hi, Mama Joanna.
Yeah, we're looking nothing alike. Where did we get our looks from? I'm just kidding.
So,
I can't deny either one of my kids.
I know, like,
Nope.
beauty runs thick in our family. And that's everybody that I know. So, Mom, I'm going to ask you some questions. Is there any questions that you want to ask your mom?
What?
Oh. Well, just a second. I have to do a commercial really quick, and then I will get back to you. Go to the black screen.
Come on, producer.
Yeah, get with it. I'm going to fire you.
I'll be hired.
Commercial.
God, I'm sitting here thinking, like, oh my God.
WLFE TV.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. La, 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 la.
Hey, we're back.
Hello, we are back. Welcome back to T-Roy, Everything Yet Nothing. And tonight we have Tori, which is in transition into a man from a very beautiful lady, now a very handsome man. Gentleman, I like to say.
Yes, fabulous.
Fabulous gentleman.
I'm taking away the producer. man.
Sorry, we're having earthquakes here.
Yeah.
So it's a little tremor. They happen
you
every
are
once
gonna-
in a while. So, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry about
there
that.
we go. We fixed it.
Nope. All right.
There.
We got it. No tremor here. We are fine. We are like.
Hey, where'd the questions go, man? I was like, reading that.
I don't see
Y'all,
no questions.
Producers, I tell you.
I know. Messing up the screen here.
I know, right?
All right, here we go.
Okay. So back to comments. Kevin Bond Shirley says, "Yeah, I can't see it. I can't see it."
Okay. Oh, wait, my goodness, it reads it on the screen for everybody to read. Okay. Wait, where'd it go?
I don't know.
You're messing with it, sir. Go back.
It's right there.
Okay, show it.
Click off of it. Just okay. Yeah, I was always thought since the day I met you that you were faking it as a
I was
straight
very
girl.
horrible at that. I sucked
I
badly.
can't see it whenever you're like that.
I sucked badly at hiding.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? Nobody ever knew that I was gay. I mean,
no.
I look completely straight. I act completely straight. Like,
All right. Calvin said, "How did you feel during your first appointment with DePaul?" Yes, my doctor. And were you nervous for your first shot at? No. My first appointment, I was excited. I got on my TikTok and I was like, guess what day it is? And so no, my very first appointment, we didn't even do the hormone. We didn't even do the hormone yet. That was to do my first appointment was to do blood levels. So they have to check your blood levels, so they know how much that you can have and stuff like that. See if you can even get it. Because like she had told me that there's some people like that can't even take hormones because they have blood clots, and you can't take hormones if you have blood clots.
yeah.
And so she's like, I've had to deny, transgender hormone therapy because they've got blood clots. So like that was like I hated even hearing that.
Right.
So I was very thankful to know that, I was in the clear to be able to do that. So we scheduled an appointment to start hormone therapy, and went to that, and it was a success. So I was very excited.
Awesome.
Till you get home, didn't have your medicine. Then I had to take you back to Springfield.
Oh, you're sending
But
those
that's
messages
cool.
to Eric, right? Okay.
So, Mom, I would like to ask you some questions.
Yeah, Mom would like. Who's asking Mom questions?
Me.
You are. Okay.
Or do you have any?
Oh, I ask her questions all the time. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? I'm a constant nuisance at the house.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, has it been hard for you to go through this with your son?
Not really. It's just the name thing. I've slipped up every once in a while. But it ain't
Yeah.
too bad.
Why do you think that is?
It's just accident, not thinking.
Ooh, I do have a question now. Because, I brought up the whole, being clarifying the name.
I get fibrophobia too. So.
Well, but I guess my question is so the first time that I came to you and told you and then I didn't like my name, that you kind of so I don't think she understands. Okay, so to a transgender, your biological name is considered your dead name. Okay, so that's what I mean by dead name.
I've never heard that before.
Okay,
Well, the first time I've heard it.
you're learning. Totally fine. It's a learning process for you.
Yeah.
Everyone. That's
For everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
So,
It's normal.
that's what I meant by my dead name. It's dead to me. So that's why it's considered a dead name. What was you thinking or maybe going through whenever I first told you that I did not like it? And why did you respond the way that you did? I guess, if that's a good way to ask that.
I don't remember.
So whenever I told you that I didn't like that name or whatever, and you had told me, well, that's the name I assigned you at birth, that's the name I'm going to call you, that's the name you've been for almost 30 years.
It just, like I said, it took me a little while to
She was
adjust.
very stubborn with it at first. Very
Well, you were
stubborn.
proud to have a daughter,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
love your daughter. And you still
Yeah.
love your daughter. Now you can just love your son more.
Yeah.
Check guys
She'll
out
get
together.
she'll get it. She'll figure it. I don't think
You're
she
gonna have to
likes
fake that one.
I done been in on some of them conversations on a porch at a birthday party.
Oh.
'Cause I had to smoke outside. I didn't want to be by myself.
Wait, whose birthday party?
Jeremiah's.
Oh, yeah.
When y'all was out there talking about lesbian
Yeah, we were
stuff.
talking.
Don't you love it when we have no filter when it comes to sex and fucking and all that shit?
Oh, no, ever since I started T2, I've been talking to her about that. Oh, yeah. So he had to take my ticker off. Ticker?
Ticker.
TikTok.
TikToker.
TikTok ticker. Ticker. It's a tongue twister. But no, you could. I have got some pretty cool videos out there. I guess some are funny.
Yeah, totally.
Excuse
Oh,
me.
so yeah, my TikTok name on there is Corey McClain 91. So if anybody wants to go follow
I have a
my
TikTok.
poor
I
little
don't think I got no followers.
profile, could use some followers.
So you are single.
Yes.
Are you looking?
I haven't really been. I mean, I've been talking to someone, but I don't know, going slow.
Yeah. Kind of
Yeah.
finding yourself and
Yeah.
getting with yourself
Yeah.
and doing yourself before.
Transitioning.
Oh man,
bringing it
I've rushed it before.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah,
learning my lesson.
you'll find. your
Yeah.
love.
So I'm just slow
Yeah.
and steady wins the
Go
race.
with
Kind of an ordeal. I want to make
Go with
sure.
the flow.
So I mean, and a lot of that is I want to make sure that I've got all my stuff together.
yeah.
All my little
That's
duckies
awesome.
in a row before I
Totally.
go into involved with other people and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay, that's for you.
What?
You have to ask her that.
Mama Jojo, how did you feel when your daughter told you he is really your son?
That's a good one. Oh, my virgin ears, y'all.
I don't know, because I don't know. I just accept it because that's what, if she's happy, then I want her to be happy. That's what he wants, then sorry.
No, you're good.
I forget.
No?
You're good. You're good. I think
I
it
did
will
the
be.
same thing.
I literally
earlier.
okay.
I caught myself twice. I'm like,
I literally think that
Billy
she will catch on.
Billy's
Billy's
be
got
able to
it.
work.
Billy's got it. Oh no, Billy had a conversation with me this morning. He's like, I got a stepson in Texas. I got a daughter in there, and I'm like, sir, nope. Now you have another stepson. No, my stepson's in Texas. So I was like, nope, I'm right here. But no, I think she'll figure it out once like I start visually, because
yeah.
she's gonna see that beautiful beard on that I'm gonna have.
Yeah, baby.
You think I'm bad about my hair right now? Just
Bearded
wait till I get that
on.
beard.
Lord.
That's gonna be my new
Thanks
baby.
for the
So-
warning.
Are you going to be doing tea for the rest of your life?
Oh yeah, you have to. I've known, actually I don't know them personally. I've seen where a trans has stopped transitioning to carry a child for the couple. But I'm not. No. I'm always going to be on tea for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't end up in a nursing home and they reject me for that, because I will be mad. I'll run someone over with my walker. If they deny me that. I have literally thought about that. Like, what's going to happen when I get older? How am I going to be able to keep doing that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's something to think about, because you're going to
It
be on
is
this for like
for the rest of your life,
it's going to hold on for you. Calvin had a question for Mom.
Oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Where did it go? What?
What was the hardest part about Corey's journey for you?
Yeah, what was the hardest part about my journey for you? Where did you see that?
I got it. Just go with it.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm asking her.
I just read it.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Okay, so Calvin says, what was your hardest part?
I just read it.
Oh, well, then now you got to answer it.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
so.
thinking.
Well, I mean, that's probably where the smoke's coming from.
I don't know. I think I'm more. I'm not really worried about her. I'm more worried about the kids.
Hold on, I got to make the smoke now.
Well, yeah, that would be something.
That's what I worry about. The babies.
That would be something to worry about.
Oh, I mean, that's...
I mean, to an extent, but they're kids, so
Yeah.
remember
Yeah, they're
that.
pretty resilient.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
pretty
they'll be
resilient, and
Yeah, I need one of them.
Like
too.
I said, my
Yeah.
main worry was Bentley.
Yeah.
Because the other two are
And
growing into
that's
this.
awesome for you to put that in there, because I think there's a lot of transgenders out there that have children that maybe are going through the same thing,
Yeah.
or have been going through the same thing, or something.
Well,
to the
not
extent
also,
of-
I didn't have, because I don't have custody of the two younger boys. Jared does. So also with that, like, he already has full custody. Like, how am I supposed to, tell him? I already barely see the kids, now. Am I going to lose all that because of who I want to be? That was another, I had so many thoughts.
yeah.
So it's, and to finally, hey, I told him the other day, guess what I did today? Because I had my appointment and had to go, I let him borrow the car or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And took Bentley
It was
over
for
there. It was for
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah, because it was before Thanksgiving.
His car was broken.
Yeah,
down.
so I let him borrow the car, sent Bentley over there for Thanksgiving. But he was like, oh, that's cool. He was even sending me text messages and stuff here and there, telling me to be careful, but not be careful on my part, but be careful because of what other people are going to be thinking and saying or whatever.
Right.
He was worried for my mental health that I might take it and get upset from it, and to like, I was scared of him, like for a bit of a time because I didn't know what he was gonna do. Like, is he gonna take my kid, like try and go and get like sole custody, like, and me like have not anything
Right.
because I want to do this? But no, it was completely the opposite. And I honestly feel like, everything that I have now, like the support, if I would have known that I was gonna have this and not been scared of it, I could be sitting here right now with a beard,
Totally.
Like, but no, fear gets the best of you for sure.
It does, but it happens for a reason, and that reason is what we've lived through throughout our lifetime.
Yeah.
And if we wasn't put through all the hell that we were put through, then it would have been easier for us to.
Oh, she said she loves you, JoJo Ma.
TJ Branham says, "I love you, JoJo Ma."
I love you too, TJ.
And she wants to know, are you going to put some bling in that beard?
No, I do not like sparkles.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
what?
I don't like sparkles.
I don't like sparkles.
So just don't lay your head on me. We'll be fine. I'm just kidding. Did it help having the gay family that you have adopted? Did it help having the gay family that you adopted?
No. I don't have any problems with anybody. I love everybody.
She really does.
Mm-hmm.
I get a new brother every day, it seems.
I know. I'm one of them.
I'm like, okay, are you my cousin? Are you my brother? Okay. And then there's times like they're not really biologically. You know that long lost friend kind of thing that you got? Yes. My mom will see someone and she'll take them in. You want her to sit in my lap?
She isn't he?
Oh man, he's sitting over here pushing on my mama. I don't know how I feel about that, sir.
God.
I'm gonna have to take this outside. No.
I'll record it and put it on here. Don't worry about it.
Oh no. I get jealous of seeing people with beards now, Like now here we go. Whoa.
Any comments, babe?
So sad. Glitterify that thing. No. That no. That dog is snoring. He's snoring away.
He's just breathing. If you have a partner,
You probably hear my dog
either.
snoring, Rowdy or Atticus or Odin.
So
They're
do we
snorers.
want to? I know you said you wanted to talk about like what's going to happen, like the process of transition. Is that something?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I know you text like you called. Yeah, you called.
I was just waiting.
All right.
So
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get into that.
we are going to go a little bit deeper
Do I
with
need to
these
get out?
questions.
No, you can sit there
And
if you want.
if you want to remove stuff, you can. But
Yeah,
if you want to
wanna move,
stay,
you can. You don't have to stay for this if you don't want to.
but it's
It don't matter. I'm gonna stay right here.
okay.
But you can't.
So, both
Bye,
right.
y'all.
How's this shit happen? Like,
Oh,
what is your? Okay, you started your T,
yes.
which is shots, hormone shots,
Yes.
testosterone shots.
Testosterone.
Yes,
It's hormone therapy.
hormone therapy.
Yes.
And you started those. And
I
so, what's
started-
the next step once you get the money? Because it is a tad bit expensive.
Okay. So my next step would be, now that I've gotten the first step, which is the hormones, my next step would be the surgery process. And what I'm wanting to get done is just top surgery. Some people do have bottom surgery. I've looked into every single detail that I have because, yeah, I want to be a full male. But after digging in and doing all that research and, seeing that they're going to have to, reconstruct everything, they've got to take like tissue from the inside of your mouth to be able to build. Yes. And then I was also researching that sometimes when you do bottom surgery, it's not fully functional. Yes, you might be able to pee, but you'll have to use a pump to even do anything.
Wow.
So I've pretty much just said and have settled with just keeping my bottom growth and being happy with that. And then doing top surgery is a must. They've killed me from the time that I've gotten them, and I blame my cousin for that, because I remember whenever I was 11 or whatever and having to go bra shopping, and my cousin's like, she ain't got no Tiggo bitty, she got chocolate chips. And so, like, no, and here they come. And it's like, great. Where's them chocolate chips at now? Because, God, like, being transgender and being able to hide some chocolate chips would be a whole lot easier right now.
Right? They just melt.
Than hiding the freaking boulders, man. I'm telling you. But no, top surgery is definitely gonna be like my main focus. Now, I don't even know price range, how much it even. I know it's probably multiple. It's not gonna be like a one-time surgery. You're probably gonna have to have multiple surgeries to even get the bottom to, be functional to the way that you want it. And that's just
right.
That costs more than just removing the top.
Oh yeah.
So one thing at a time, maybe later on I'll change my mind, or, I don't know. But right now, I'm a little like, my first step's done. That was like the big thing. Like my first, next step would be, I think, like from the last time that I was like that I've seen or whatever, it costs like $10,000 just to have your boobs removed, dude.
Oh yeah, if not more.
I mean, I wish I could just find someone to give them to. I've tried giving them away a few times, and it doesn't work. Donate them. I will donate them.
That could ask that question to Google.
Them. Anybody need some boobies?
Wait a minute, I got a vote.
No, couldn't do that.
Oh, yeah, like transplant. Like, think about the cancer people who have breast cancer and they can't have their own or whatever. Like, donate them. They probably don't want mine, but because
I don't know. Dolly Parton would.
I do use binders. Kevin asked if I use a binder. I do have a binder.
And what is a binder?
So basically that's a binder. Basically what a binder is if you think back to the corsets, okay? Although mine's not fully functional because I thought I was fatter than what than I thought I was. My dumbass went and ordered a 5X because you're supposed to measure and then you're supposed to measure your round, like your bust, and then you're supposed to measure your shoulders. Well, my measurements came up to be 5X. So I ordered my binder a 5X. Let me just tell you, my binder right now looks like Frankenstein. Because it was so big that I've got 2 alters on the side that I've taken in. And then I have one in the back. And it still needs to be like taken in. So they're supposed to be like a corset. Basically where they smash them, I guess.
Yeah.
Instead of, they used it for
flattens
out. Yeah, it flattens it out. Makes you look more flat-chested. But, Lordy, I needed something smaller than a 5X because there's no hiding them with this 5X thing. That's the first thing I'm going to buy with my paycheck is probably a binder for sure.
Yeah. I bet.
I'm not dipping in anything like that, So no. But no. Yeah, so I do use binders.
What?
TJ Branham says, my lesbian inside has to say I'm gonna miss them tatas. Well, girl.
I mean, you can have them whenever they take them off, but no. That'd be
Stuff
them. No.
No.
Oh, no. Speaking, going back downstairs. You can also use a packer.
What the hell is a packer?
A packer. Not a pecker.
Packer.
It's a packer. So basically, it's kind of like a cup from you know how in sports, like football, you put a cup in your pants to protect your balls and your wiener? Well, trans male, female to male can use a packer to make them look bulgy.
Oh, like I wish.
Yeah. Don't be telling me to get on Wish. Man, Wish is a bad idea. They have all kinds of stuff. They got your
Bad idea. That's a good thing.
like they have
Everything. Go to Wish.
Yeah, I know. They've got Packer. They have Packers. They have
They got all kinds of stuff on
like
there.
funnels. I don't know. I've seen them all. Have a funeral. No, I'm not gonna have a funeral for the thing. I'll be like having a party.
I do have a question.
What?
So, with the bottom growth and everything, are you sensitive? Like
With the bottom growth?
with the bottom growth,
Oh, we're gonna get
Which
into that.
grows to 3 to 4 inches.
Mom's already heard about this.
And
So yeah, I told him about bottom growth because
yeah,
he didn't
yesterday
know what it
I
was.
was like,
What? Yes. Did you know a
What the hell
girl
is
can
that?
grow a penis?
"What?
Yes.
No way! I want to grow
It's
up and
not
die."
like okay. So bottom growth. Oh boy. So bottom growth is basically where the clitoris kind of grows into a penis. It just lengthens. Now that happens. Yeah, Calvin warned me about that because like they said that like my libido is going to be high and stuff like that. She talked about bottom growth, but Calvin like warned me. He's like, bro, just TMI, FYI, your bottom growth is going to hit fast. Okay. So typically, and I'm like, okay, how fast are we talking here? All right. So I Googled it to see, and it's most common to happen within your first month. So your first, sometimes for some people. Now, typically it does not grow any it doesn't grow any more than 3 inches. So basically it's just like the tip of your finger. Like
This is in broadcast.
that's why.
Oh, so what is it saying that?
Not yet. Yes.
Oh, you're highlighting it, dude.
Odin tested.
Yeah.
No, you highlighted it.
Odin
See-
You are gonna get burned.
Okay, there we go. No, that's
Gotta
all
teach
that
them
is.
Everything too. I don't even know that.
You can't even use it to go
Odin did
pee. Yeah.
Bottom growth.
Oh, yeah, bottom growth. But yeah, so they. I know what we're talking about here.
I love you. I love it, baby. I love you. It's
Tracy's or T said, "How much bulge we talking?" It ain't gonna be very big. And I call it a micro penis, is what I would call it. That's exactly what I told you. I was like, just think
I
about a
will
micro
say,
penis.
It's not the size, baby. It's the motion in the ocean.
Oh, I don't even think I would even use it. No, I
No.
don't know. You can't. There's people that like use pumps on it to make it bigger, but I don't think I'm gonna be that person. No, I don't think I will. No, thank you.
Billy's got one. If you
I will be
use it.
okay that it's there.
Did you hear me?
What?
Cool.
Billy's got one of those if you want it. I cannot use it.
Are you kidding me? No.
Mama said.
No.
No.
I don't even want to think about that. No, because that's no. Can you believe this? She
I don't
said
even
that
want
my
to say it on here. I don't want to say it on here.
I'm gonna do it because they're dying here. It's been heard because this microphone is so big. In case you haven't heard it, but she said, "Well, Billy has one that he's not using."
Billy is stepdad.
Billy is stepdad, and this
Now
is
he's gonna be
why
like,
I'm like grossed out right
Really?
now about this because
I'm gonna have nightmares for the rest
remember
of my fucking
the
life
back
now
scratcher.
because you just told me that. Like,
No,
really?
this
Mom,
is
thank
this,
you,
This,
Mom.
This is no. Listen to this. You haven't even heard.
God,
The
no.
back scratcher. Okay, I was in their room one time, and this is why I'm sitting here like dying right now because my face is hot. I don't have my face. Bro, get some asthma treatments over there. No, Billy has this back scratcher he uses to scratch his balls. And I'm like
I can
sitting
see
there like,
that.
ooh, back scratcher. And mom's like, no, don't even use that. So to even offer me a pump from him after I know what he
He
does,
never
with his-
used it.
no,
It's brand new, still in the box.
no,
He won't use it. He
no,
refuses to
no,
Oh my god.
not ever gonna happen.
I'm gonna have to talk to Dad next time I see him.
use it. Don't you dare.
He's gonna see it, Mom.
He
No,
doesn't
he
get
won't.
on. No,
He won't watch this.
no.
Oh, he will?
So y'all
No.
be quiet. Don't say
Yeah,
nothing to him
don't
if
say
y'all know
nothing.
him.
If you know him, don't say nothing.
And Mama
TJ,
says,
Don't
TJ,
don't say
especially
nothing.
you.
He ain't gonna watch your shit. He don't watch your shit, so don't say nothing.
TJ, be
Billy
quiet.
Gaskey.
Yeah,
That's his name. Look it up.
Wow.
they might find the wrong one because he got hacked.
There you go.
Yeah, they'll find the wrong one.
You'll find like 100.
There's
Good
like
luck.
a bunch of them. If you find the profile that's got a bunch of women as friends requests or friends on his profile, you have found the right one. That dude has more girlfriends.
I didn't
than
say that.
do.
I don't know.
And I'm just saying, like, I'm kind of jealous about that. I'm like, no,
Got a hump him.
no. What are we talking
Y'all
about?
want money.
What are we doing now, sir?
We are talking about.
We're done with bottom growth, right?
Oh yeah, we're done.
Oh, you were asking about sensation. It's the
Oh,
same
yeah.
thing.
It's the same.
It's
thing.
the same thing. It's
Yeah,
just
It's there.
it's there. I think it's probably the sensation. I don't know. I haven't developed my
Well,
bottom growth yet.
Right.
But from what I have, read or heard, is that the sensation is probably a little bit extra. I mean, because you're already dealing with your libido and stuff like
Right.
that, being so high. And so, yeah. Yeah.
What?
Next.
So, do you got to get a blood transfusion during this process, or do you?
What are you talking about? I already have to stick myself with a needle, sir. I don't even
Change
mind
your
that.
brain out?
I don't even mind that. No. Don't have to
Take your
change.
butt off?
No, the only thing I've got to do is top surgery for right now.
Cool.
That's about it. Yeah. And just
Have you ever met or known besides
Calvin?
another trans?
Have I ever met another? No.
Hmm.
I don't think I have.
What about
I've
grown
seen
up?
them.
You ever seen him grown up?
What do you mean?
Like,
Oh, I have. Okay, so going back to Job Corps, the first thing that I've seen, I've seen studs, I've seen femmes. So like right off the bat, I knew that was when I learned that there was studs and stems and femmes and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I'm not speaking your lingo, am I?
Mm-mm.
Okay, studs. You ever seen? I'm gonna go the Orange is the New Black. Okay,
Orange is the New Black.
Butch. Yeah, Orange is
Yeah,
the New Black.
but-
What about
She's
Orange-
seen that. She's
Rainbow's
seen
the
that.
New
So I'm
Black?
going to Orange is the New Black. Butch is a stud. Okay, that's not mine.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
girl. Oh, boy.
I drank
Yes,
some.
yeah, God damn it.
I'm gonna smack you.
You should.
Anyways,
Smack me.
They're good.
So, Butch on there is considered a stud. Okay, a stem is one who will wear like female and boy, like they're a bit of a mix. And then your femme is
Babe.
basically all female. Yeah, like girly to the galore.
Jojo, how did you feel when
No,
your daughter...
no.
Will your sex drive heighten or change with tea?
So it's heightened with tea because I mean it's hormones, so it's heightened. Yes, it's heightened with tea. I think it may get better, so
Cool.
I hope it gets better.
Do you go up on the amounts of...
Testosterone.
Testosterone.
No, so
It stays the same amount
okay,
of testosterone
yes,
every
it
time you
does.
go in for tea?
So, I take 0.5, yeah, And I do that every 2 weeks. Now, the reason they don't want you to do it every week is because testosterone can make the hormones can make you angry. And so, like, they don't want you to, like, be full raged on, to, like, be rushed onto it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they do a little bit at a time. I think, so I got to go back. So after I do these every other week, I go back in January, which will be my 2-month follow-up with her. And
January what?
January 19th.
Ooh, that's close. That's 15.
Yes. So then I'll go back and talk to her. And so we'll figure out like when I can move up or something.
Well, thank you very much. We
Yes.
have come to the end of the show.
I survived.
And you did.
I
You
know.
did awesome.
And I thought that was going to be so much harder.
Brother. Oh, yeah, it's easy. Like, it's so much fun. I am so glad that you're on here with
Yes.
me. I
Thank
love
you.
you.
Love
and
you
I'm so
too.
proud of you. You're awesome.
Mm.
I wish you the best.
Hey,
Ever need anything,
Hey,
you
man,
can
that thing,
call
like,
me.
flew
You
by.
got my number.
I got your number and your Facebook because you don't know which one to use.
Oh my god! Yeah,
Hey, Dad.
Facebook
He'll use the phone and he'll call and then he'll
Yeah.
text me on Facebook.
T-Roy
So I might
TV.
just pick one.
page on Facebook and
Yeah.
Everything Yet Nothing on Facebook. So look me up. Shows are every Thursday, 9 o'clock. And you have a good night. Peace, love.
Thank you, guys.
And next week, next Thursday, I will be having a very fine lady, Deborah, from Chicago, which now lives in LA. She makes hats, and they are beautiful. And she also has a podcast about vintage. And so we are going to learn some new things. Next Thursday, tune in.
You had me
9
at
o'clock.
vintage, man.
Peace, love, and be kind to each other.